Hi everyone, I'm Matt.
And I'm incomplete.
We're the least fancy.
Unlike this playthrough, which is going to be complete as soon as Matt walks up this incredibly long, hilly stretch of just broken nothing. Matt, you're not out of breath.
Oh.
Wait, is your hair just super white?
No, so remember, costumes in this game just overwrite all of your characteristics no matter what. So, no, that's just
Oh, right, that's just part of the hat.
Yeah.
Okay, the dunce cap.
It replaces my hair.
Okay. It was very important that we established that you have a ton of health. Because you embered before we did this.
Yep. Ooh,
Alright, yeah.
Tips.
This is the black sun, black hole sun.
Touch summon sign? Yeah.
You can. I mean, you're
I'm
already
gonna
embered.
at least give it a few tries on my own.
The Matt just breaks down and touches the summon sign anyway.
Alright, here we go. I should equip the actual best sword I have instead of the fun sword.
Oh. Which one is the best right now? Is that the wolf sword again?
It is. There we go. Actually, let's make sure.
Yeah, definitely not Lorian's great sword because you haven't upgraded that at all.
Yep. Alright.
Shield, shield, shield. I hope you recognize this song.
Of course I do. It's from our opening.
Victory.
I mean, I remember it from the full version that you showed me.
Yeah.
I don't know if this part is in.
Yes, all of it is.
Well,
I included every part
the
of it in
actual
the
opening is only like 10 seconds long.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. The
Oh, I
full
see what you're saying.
version you
Okay.
showed me.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. It was pretty quick. Yeah, the
Whoa! What is he doing there?
back it up.
He went. What's that Star Wars game where he holds the lightsaber backwards?
I don't
Force
remember.
Unleashed. The character from the Force Unleashed.
Okay, yeah. Yep. You're right. Wow, didn't even think about that.
Or Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars.
But yeah, there's a really cool mechanical reason why he did that. And it's one of the things that makes this fight really interesting.
You'll probably have to explain it.
You'll figure it out pretty quickly. Ally.
Alright.
Or a name, Allie.
They usually spelled with an I.
Not
Do I
necessarily.
have any, like, significant amount of souls?
Not really. You had 500 souls, so no, that is not significant.
You done?
Yep.
Oh, I feel like that should have hit me. I feel like that's a glitch in the hitbox.
Nope, you sidestepped it. It's legit. Alright.
Alright,
So, the part of the melody that's used in the opening for the series on our channel is the... I'm going to talk about the song a little bit, because the orchestrated version that's in this game, not the version that I did, it has this really cool structure where it like slowly builds up the melody over multiple iterations. So the first time it plays the main melody, it just does like a few notes from it, like some of the more noticeable notes, not any of the like in-betweens. And it makes it sound more like a sequence of chords rather than an actual melody. Then the second time around, it plays more of a direct rhythmical version of it, where they start including some of the in-between notes, and then the third time that the melody plays, it is the full thing, and it just sounds epic, and it has like a actual climax to the melody at the end of it. And That was really interesting for me to work on an arrangement for, because what I'm used to doing is songs from Toho Project, which are basically just like there are 2 or 3 melodies in the song. It's mostly a verse-chorus structure.
Which makes me wonder why you like it, because it's more simplistic.
Well, it's also a totally different kind of game. But so yeah, just the general structure of how the melody is positioned in the song is radically different than most of what you'll hear in any music. Has a lot more in common, to be honest, with Something from Nothing by the Foo Fighters, if I'm gonna be as bold as to make that comparison.
No, that's a fair comparison. I mean, they're completely different genres, but mechanics, no genre, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that was...
And I know when they first came out with Something from Nothing, I remember you had shared it on Facebook or something like that, because for some fucking reason you decided to use Facebook for once in your life.
That was like... Well, that's because Something from Nothing was like years and years ago.
Yeah, at this point. Yeah, they've had another album since then, so yeah.
Like, I remember actually listening to it. I love that song.
Yes.
And actually, one of the reasons I love it so much is because of how I first heard it. I mean, me and basically my entire family, except for my mom, are huge Foo Fighters fans already. But basically, me and Nick got home from like doing something, me and my brother, and I was just dicking around on the internet, and suddenly I'm like, why is there a YouTube video from the Foo Fighters? And I had heard nothing of this project beforehand or anything like that. And so I just saw it, and I'm like, holy shit, Nick, there's new Foo Fighters music. And so we just sat in my room, and I cranked it as loud as it would go, basically, and we just were like, okay, you know, this is kind of a cool start. Oh, whoa, Trixie.
The song really fucked you up.
Oh yeah, so did this guy. But, yeah, we just, as it built, we just rocked out, and we were like, holy shit, this is awesome. But
You're dead. Oh, you're not dead.
And that's just a fun memory. But yeah, that's why I love that song. It's just so funny why you bring it up. Oh shit! Oh what? Oh, it's a spear now or something.
Yes. That is the main thing of the fight.
He just uses every like stance or something.
Not every. There are like 3 weapon types that he switches between.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Does he do it at health thresholds?
Nope. He just does it as part of his moveset. So he really has 3 different movesets baked into one person.
Oh.
Yeah. So he'll always start with the same one, but then based on like your position and just what's going on, he will change to different things. I definitely hated it in my first playthrough, but like since then I've come, even while I was still fighting him, I started to greatly appreciate it just because it adds a totally different depth to the fight than what you get in most boss fights in this game.
It adds 3 times the amount of things you have to memorize.
Yeah, that's the bad part of it. But over time, you will get used to like, okay, for this form, I can maintain this sort of distance, look out for this move, and when he does that, that's my time to strike. Mm-hmm. And there's something like that for each form.
I appreciate that I can somewhat circle strafe him.
Yes. Yes, circle strafing does work against the Soul of Cinder.
Good. The game ends as it began. With primo cheap tactic.
Good block.
Well, I figured out I can only get 1 hit in, so...
Yeah, but that was very tightly timed.
Oh, okay. And I got even more freaky. And I died. Oh, darn it, I thought I had more health than that. He does so much damage.
He does. It's why it's a really good idea to not take hits.
No.
Not saying that to shit on you, but
Get good.
like out of all the fights, all the boss fights in the game, and this one, when you take hits, it just feels so bad. Partly because the end is so close. You know that all you have to do is just not die, and then you'll get to finish the game. But you die, and die, and die, and he doesn't. Ooh.
Could you? Yeah. I'll grab my 0 soul.
Good idea. That'll make you appear popular to the ladies.
I'm kind of getting the hang of this sword form. Kind of. That's it. That's my damage phase.
I cleared the DPS check. I did a hit.
Fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I could have gotten away from that if I had rolled sideways.
Yep.
Oh, haven't seen that before.
Jeez.
Well,
That went really fast.
Yeah, just... No shit.
I'm just gonna upload like 5 videos, each of which is just a 12-second death montage against the Soul of Cinder. And those are all gonna be uploaded a week apart. You know, consistent with our current upload schedule.
Oh my god.
It'll be like Endless 8.
Unsubscribe now. Save yourself.
I like that I've spent all this time trying to figure out how to get ourselves some viewers and, you know, people following our channel. And here at the end of it all, you betray me like this.
Just like the Soul of Cinder.
Ooh. Ooh. You're getting your plot goggles on now, ain't ya?
The roll strike, that's all I can hit. Alright, he's changed stance now. So now I'm finally going to fight the spear thing for 5 seconds, and then done.
He is now in lance stance.
Excellent. I got hit by the heavy. And I dodged way too fucking early.
Yeah, that did like no damage to you though. And apparently you just managed to... You can dodge through force?
I believe that's divine, but apparently.
I don't think divine is the name of a spell.
I mean the type of damage.
Oh, there is no divine damage.
It glows bright white. What would you like me to call it? Okay, so now he's something else. What is this? Oh, he's a fucking caster! You son of a bitch!
Oh my god, laughing hurts.
How could laughing hurt your ass?
I laugh with my entire body. Oh, since that probably makes no sense to people, I just had surgery, like, a week ago. And I'm still recovering from it. Doing mostly good right now, but...
What is he right now? I don't get it.
Oh, this is a curved sword.
Yeah, but he's also casting?
Yeah, I will say that's a weird thing that I don't remember seeing. Maybe it's, like, modeled after a sword that will allow him to cast or something like that. Yeah, that's gotta be what it is.
What is this?!
It's all quick spells, though.
What is all this?
Those are spells that you can actually find in the game.
I know. I've cast that one myself, and I know for a fact that I've had that ring thing used against me. But, like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
He uses them all at the same time. Fuck.
Wombo combo.
I thought he was gonna, like, be switching between things. Fuck it.
Oh, I know what it is. So when he goes into cast mode, when he uses the Halo thing, I think it automatically recasts it when he runs out. So that's probably why that's happening. And then, of course, in this mode, he has the Pyromancy Gauntlet on.
So what? It automatically recasts it when?
When all of those little magic things fire at you, once
He
they're
has
all...
an item on that automatically recasts it?
Yes. Like, I guess the version of the spell that he used, I guess, has it recast.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he has Master Spark.
Damn it! I just
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Consumed
Okay.
King's Garden.
Apparently there's some sweet shit down that or something.
Yes, actually.
Should I like go do it? Since this is going so well.
You talk like the game and its players are actively out to harm you.
There's a PvP mode where that is not even mode. That's a whole portion of the game. That's a whole portion of the game's experience. That is exactly that, Mitch. They invade my game. I can't trust their messages either. Literally, the only ones I can trust are the ones that tell me about a mimic, and that's only because like 100% of boxes for the solid, like middle 50% of the game were all mimics. Like there wasn't a single one that wasn't. at
Yeah,
that
you're
point.
right. You're right. I cannot deny that because the game really does have a strange focus on mimics. Oh my god. For like that whole segment of the game. And even in the early parts of the game, when there's that dragon on top of the tower in the High Wall of Lothric, if you go into the room underneath it, there's a mimic in that room, actually. Ouch.
I don't feel like this is the run, but at the same time, I'm still gonna try.
Yeah. I mean, the more of this you get to see, the more you get to figure out how to fight these forms.
Dodge? Oh, it
Good.
can be dodged. Okay, cool. Got a magic sword, too. Can't Kamehameha me if
Don't-
I'm not in front of you. Oh, fuck.
You're fine.
Not anymore, I'm not. Okay.
If you don't trust the crits, then you can at least like take those opportunities to take a
heal.
short breather. Yeah.
What is that? Oh,
Poison.
Okay, fuck. No, fuck.
Oh,
fuck,
yeah,
fuck,
that's a
fuck,
lot
fuck,
of
fuck,
poison.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
You are not poisoned though.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, he's too twisty for me to hit.
Twisty.
He's too twisty for me to hit when he's like that. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Why does he get to do a backflip?
Right.
Okay, what is that?
That red aura.
Yeah.
I think that's Flash Sweat, which
does that do?
reduces fire damage you take.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
I'm not doing that anyway.
I don't know if that's actually what it is, but I think that's what it is.
Punished. Dodge! No! Okay, yes! Sorry, I'm just gonna kill him. Ugh! What? Mitch, I had him at 0, right?
Second
I knocked
phase.
out... What?
Second phase. It's the same sort of phase transition that Pontiff Sullivan had.
Pontiff Sullivan went to 0 and came back?
No, when he switches to the second phase, he, did the sword plunge explodey thing. That's that. Soul of Cinder's the only thing that actually gets a second health bar.
That's so unfair. No other fucking boss in the game plays by that rule. I thought I had him. That's honestly not cool. Like, I get it, it's the final boss, like, oh, he'll have, like, a big ending thing or whatever, but, like, make it an actual phase. Make it actually happen on the health bar. Don't give him a second one. Fake me out like that. I thought I fucking won. Now I'm all just like... Come on! Regain that poise, son of a bitch. Da-da-da. I need water.
That's fair.
Ugh, I'm thirsty. Okay, so how do I defend against whatever that fucking hellish end move is?
I thought that he was just like switching back and forth between all of them when I was fighting him. Damn. Fuck. You're dead.
Seems like maybe they should have
Oh,
been
that
there.
damages you. Okay.
Yeah,
I did not know it
Big
damages you.
time.
Eating certain foods is probably more of like a natural way of accomplishing this. What?
It's fine.
I fucking hate you.
Because I should have
You're my least favorite Let's Player.
Look at that hitbox. It's like not even at the pinnacle of the strike. Magic sword, bitch. Ooh.
I got the magic
What?
stick.
I kind of wish it would like put a skeleton down, like a low poly. It doesn't have to be like a huge investment of assets, but just like
For where you died?
no, like every single time until there's just a huge pile of them.
Matt, that is a great investment of assets. Not of assets, but of just rendering capability. Because if, like, a lot of games actually have problems with if you have too many objects on screen at once, and especially a skeleton is a high poly object.
It doesn't have to be. It could be half buried in the ash and whatnot, but just like
But no, it doesn't matter. It's
like
in
any
order
of
to
these-
render that object, you have to have just a ton of polygons. Like, imagine literally any of these like oak things popping out of the ground. Except, also it looks like a skeleton. But there's no way that they'd do that as just like a texture because that would be very obviously flat as soon as you're up to
I
it.
thought he was doing the charge.
Doing it well.
Yes, of course.
Bad
Damn it.
dodge.
Bad dodge. Yeah.
So the thought isn't finished until you think, like, all of the letters and the punctuation individually? You're getting too fucking greedy, Matt. I don't know what you did.
This chemistry lesson brought to you by that one show where they make Coke. It's just
Yes, because you're
fucking-
dodging...
I guess part of... I didn't care about that run.
Alright.
Dodge him and Estus. Okay.
For some reason, I no longer actually remember any James Bond movies. They all just, like...
Any?
All the ones that I've seen have just run together in my memory.
That's so bad. Holy shit. Oh man, I've never seen him do that 3 times in a row, but okay, sure.
You fucked that
Yeah, I
way
did.
up.
Yeah, I did.
Good old drink and dodge.
I don't care.
Wow. Too early. Abyss is more like just a force of darkness.
Like, have you ever said a word so much that it lost all its meaning?
Oh, yes.
That's like every one of his tells now. Yeah, I think for the last 15 minutes. Cool.
You were alive.
How would I have possibly known that I had like 1 to 5 hit points remaining when I can't even see it on the screen? Okay.
Good
I
Lord
had-
above.
I have every reason to believe I was dead there.
Good Lord above. Are you sure that I was not, like, hit by a car 3 months ago? And that I actually do have to deal with all this? Like... my ass. Matt's deaths.
Oh, I'm sorry that you have to deal with all these deaths secondhand. Man,
Donald Trump.
it must be so frustrating for you not being the person getting killed every time.
Sexual harassment in Hollywood.
When did you go to Hollywood?
Like all of these negative things that have been happening in life.
Where did Kevin Spacey touch you?
You're sure that I'm actually around for all of these and not just actually dead and experiencing them through someone else's pain and suffering?
If I have to deal with Trump being president, so do you.
Not true.
Yeah. Do you live somewhere where he's not? Because I would love to go there.
Sometimes I like to pretend.
That's what Dungeons and Dragons is for. Trump isn't president on Faerun.
That's what... What? Yeah, no, that's what any sort of role-playing setting is for, is pretending that you're not in America.
Unless for
Shoutouts to our non-American viewers.
Unless for some fucking reason you're playing the Supernatural role-playing game, and then it just kind of assumes that you're like
There's a
playing-
supernatural role-playing game.
Yeah. Of course. Makes total sense. You're monster hunters, you go hunt monsters. You have a cool car or something, and you have weapons in your trunk, and yeah, of course.
A cool car.
Wait.
Is that a
Hold
normal
on, hold
thing
on.
for Supernatural?
Dude,
I know nothing about Supernatural.
oh, then why are you surprised?
I'd
it has
assumed
an
that it
R-
was just like, you know,
Why are you
Heroes
surprised it
but
has an R-
X-Files.
Why? Oh, why are you surprised that it's an RPG if you don't know anything about it?
Because I don't know anything about it. How could I not be surprised about the existence of a thing that I don't know exists? Your logic confounds! Heal, bitch! God. God, deliver me.
It still doesn't exist. Cool.
Oh!
If you know where the fucking crit spot is, I invite you to try.
Give me the fucking controller.
Please.
Alright, let's fucking do this. I just rolled into the poison.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Maybe I have to wait for
Why did I accept the controller?
I don't know. How long has it been since you fought this guy?
Like, 8 months, probably? Pretend that didn't happen.
I won't, but because you gave me shit about rolling in the wrong direction.
Hey, this is the first roll I've had against his fuck.
Oh, I hate that move.
There you go, that's how you do it.
Oh,
That's okay.
did you actually get hit by that?
Yes. Uh-oh.
That's fine, you just gave yourself a buffer.
Oh, he hit me up. Oh, that's what it is. It's a ground attack. Okay, now he's in cast mode, and then I can just run up. Okay, sure.
Never mind.
Sure. No, stop.
It's fine, you missed. I think now is about the time in the fight when I decide to...
Okay, fine. It doesn't exist.
Yeah!
There's no way it doesn't exist, though. Like, that's the indicator.
I think now's about the time of the fight when I Ember, honestly. Find a place to Ember. Like, actually find it first. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
God, you have so many things on your hotbar.
Alright.
Alright, fuck you.
What do you normally put on it? Alright, now...
Yeah,
I'm the
sure,
one who
you can
needs-
just fuck this up.
I'm the one who needs to practice phase 2.
I feel so fucking bad right now. I should not have done that. I feel like I took something away from you.
No, you gave me the ability to actually get to a part of the fight, oh my god, that I need to experience in order to fucking beat him at all, ever. So... Oh god, lightning?
Yep, that's
Okay.
lightning steak.
Okay. Moves are all bigger. They're slower though, kind of. Okay. Please. Okay. Yes. Okay. Whew. Just gonna throw it. Oh god.
Yeah. You got it. You did it right.
Okay. Well. Yeah.
Yep. You get hit by one of those and you are in for the whole
Jeez,
combo
you are just
string.
locked in. Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
Good.
Okay. Yep. 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 Okay. If I can ever get to this phase of the fight again, I'll be able to actually do something, I think. No,
You just have to sprint.
just sprint? Okay.
Yeah.
I just
That was so... Oh my god, the kick is real!
He's
The
copying,
kick is real!
He's copying me, Mitch!
Stops copies me! You got his health really low, though, actually.
Yeah, I'm happy. Shoot it back at him. I have to work at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then I have to work at 7:15 every day after that, all the way until Friday.
This is the worst. What are you even doing? You just gave up!
Let's, I guess, practice that for a few lives.
Right.
He can be poise broken, but it's just like a laydown.
Alright, so first form cannot be parried. Alright. Alright.
You weren't
Here we go.
inaccurate.
Here we go. Golden summon sign. Golden summon sign. Dia. Now, put your item slot back to Estus Flask so you don't fucking Ember mid-fight.
It wouldn't be the end of the
Or
world.
attempt to Ember mid-fight when you apparently can't.
It wouldn't be the end of the world if I embered mid-fight.
Yes, it would, because it's grayed out, which means you can't re-Ember, so therefore it wouldn't be able to use the item, and therefore you wouldn't get any sort of benefit. Alright. Who's ready to watch people die?
Yo. I can't believe that this guy is facing this guy for like the first time and also needed help.
No, that's not necessarily true. New Game Plus, it'll also let you do that, I believe. It's more just based on just where you are in the game. Nice.
That was a
right.
huge lunge.
Yes. I don't know who he was locked onto for that. Dang, your full combo string. That is a delicious rarity. Alright, back the fuck off.
All right,
Back the fuck off.
I'm trying. Oh, he seems to know exactly how far it'll go. Oh, I'm locked in for the whole thing. That's okay. He gets him. He got some.
Yep.
Oh, why'd he stay in for that though?
For what?
For the smash.
Oh, your partner?
Yeah.
Because it only hits you.
No, I saw him take damage.
Oh, really?
Now, let's not die when I'm hosting. That would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe he's gonna die.
You fucking won.
I even got the last hit in.
Matt depends on a game mechanic and wins.
It's a legitimate strategy.
It is Soul of the Lords. Are you ready? You got a Sunlight Medal from cooperating with that guy. Just talk to the hand. Alright. You're gonna collect those 0 souls? You got 82,500 souls.
It's not actually as much as I would have thought.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like at least 2 levels for you.
It is.
Which is fair for any part of the game. 2 levels is pretty much expected for boss souls.
Yeah, sure.
And I
Just
don't know how many souls that boss soul is worth that you picked up.
You know, I would have expected it like even 100,000.
What are you doing? You're just going back and forth between equipment and inventory. I'm trying to figure it out.
One of the twisted souls.
Strolls.
Strolls. Used to acquire
I went on a
numerous
twisted stroll the
souls
other day.
since Lord Gwyn, the First Order Cinder.
Final boss of
Many-
the first game.
I do know that much at least.
Oh, good.
Many exalted lords have linked the First Flame, and it is their very souls that have manifested themselves as Defender of the Flame.
Yep.
Question. Oh. Why wasn't there something like that for Dark Souls 1?
Because Gwyn was the first lord, basically, and he was still around to keep the flame.
Oh, and so all of the other ones since then kind of combined.
Right. It's been a succession of lords since then.
Wish I knew what that eclipse is about. It's by far one of the coolest imagery things I've ever seen in gaming. I just wish I knew what it was about.
Well,
So, question. If I do this, can I, like, continue playing the game?
yes, so after the credits roll, it'll take you back to Firelink Shrine, and you'll just be able to do whatever. At Firelink Shrine, if you sit at the bonfire there will be an option on there for Continue to Adventure 2.
Adventure.
And that'll be New Game Plus.
Oh.
So just don't select that option, and you can just keep playing.
No. Oh. I refuse. Oh.
Oh, I can't refuse.
And this is, like, default ending, right?
I believe so.
Because I haven't done any of the optional content. Or
Right.
done
I-
any of the side quests, really.
Yeah, I don't think you did any of the things that will give you the alternate endings. I know you qualify for one of the alternate endings, but I don't think you
Because
can
I'm
do it.
hollow.
Yeah, you're like full hollow, but I don't think.
You have to
I
do
think
some...
you need to go further down Yol and Yuria's quest line before you can actually get that ending.
Yeah, and I read how to do it, and I actually didn't understand what it was talking about when it was like, you have to do these things. And I'm like, but what do those things mean? I don't get it.
Do you remember any of those things, or is it all just like a blur?
It's a blur because
Okay.
they were too confusing to understand.
There you go. You got a trophy.
That's it. That's the end of the first. Man, that I can see why that would be unsatisfying.
Well, you did the thing. You sat at the fire, offered yourself to the first flame, and became the next Lord of Cinder, basically.
Yeah.
And because you still have the soul of the lords on you, you're basically just going to infuse into that and become the next final boss.
But it's like
It's perpetuating the cycle, as
yes.
we've talked about before.
And because of that, it's very non-celebratory.
Yes.
It's very, like, it even fades to black, just kind of without any fanfare.
Yeah,
you know?
like no one shows up and resolves the plot for you. It's
Well,
just...
I mean, that was never going to happen in a Souls game. But...
What, the alternate endings do actually have stuff happen.
Oh, yeah.
The alternate ending that I got, I had the actual Firekeeper from Firelink with me there, and we did some special thing. Yeah.
How do you... Are there other kinds of endings where you also link the flame, but different stuff happens to link
Yes.
the flame?
Yes. So this is definitely getting into spoiler territory for
Just
viewers.
do it, because I don't think I'm ever going to get it.
So, down the path of the Consumed King's Garden, and this is way spoilery, so if we go into optional content, you are not going to be surprised by any of the cool things that happen there.
Well, okay, fine. Then just never mind.
Okay, then I'm not going to say shit, but
Okay,
Consumed
'cause-
King's Garden is the way to get to the alternate ending that I found.
Okay. How do you get to the Consumed King's Garden?
You've been there before. It was where it had like all those
Black
like
patches.
poison pools and
Oh, and I couldn't get past the fucking dickwads, yeah.
yeah, because there were like the cleric knights there, and they were just like really strong. It's
Oh,
like,
and
well, you know
all of
what?
the black blobs.
Yes, black mobs. Yes. So yeah, down that path is the rest of that alternate ending content. And I believe you get an item at the end of that you can give to the Firekeeper that then unlocks that ending.
While I appreciate them adding stuff like that, things that are kind of considered quests and stuff like that, I think that if they were going to add stuff like that to the game, because I don't think that was in 1.
It was. There were character quest lines in every Dark Souls game.
Okay, then I will say that despite it being kind of way more gamey than they kind of have taken the series, I think it would have benefited from, like, rather... Because I think the only way I even knew that there were quests at all as a whole was I had to look it up online.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that games should try to be a little more self-contained. So I feel like there should have been some kind of way to, like, look at quests and maybe not get, like, objective markers like some fucking Skyrim thing.
Right.
But maybe, like, have
Just
a list.
have a log of what
Yes.
quests you have, where you are, and then what you need to do next.
Exactly.
Um,
Just to make it understandable within the game itself rather than having to go outside it for information.
So I disagree, but I will acknowledge that part of the reason why I disagree is because I'm already used to the series and I like the way it does things. And part of that is that it's just the way it does it is unique from most other mainstream games.
And
But
I can get the appeal of it.
I think more importantly, the way that the quest system is handled in this game feeds directly into the player's experience the first time through the game. Like, there is sort of a default way to go through it that they want to guide you towards, in which those quests don't happen and you just experience the base of what happens instead of, like, weird alternate things that tweak the main story. But, on the other hand, if the player is the type that wants to, you know, exhaust all dialogue options, try various things, and, you know, is able to, you know, look in every nook and cranny and backtrack when necessary, and just find those things, that there will be those rewards for it, but it is not strictly necessary to the core gameplay experience. That is why I like the fact that it doesn't mark anything with quests, because it lets you.
Well, I'm not saying it needs waypoints or anything.
No, I mean just as a quest log. I'm not saying waypoints either, but I like the way it does it mostly because your experience is your own. You don't have game elements telling you who to talk to. When you go to talk to someone, it's because you want to talk to them and see what they have to say.
Well, sure, but what I'm saying isn't necessarily like a quest log where it specifically exactly tells you what you need to do next, but more like maybe even just a log of the conversations you've had with characters. Because if you come back after a week, you don't remember what the guy asked you to do. And it's possible that you can't access that dialogue ever again. And so it's just like, well, I guess I've forgotten, so now unless I want to go online and gain outside knowledge. Because when it comes to experiencing those things, sure, if you like stayed in the game and you did like all of the work to find the secrets yourself.
Printed materials take off.
Take off? What printed? Oh, probably the book.
Yeah, probably the booklet.
Yeah.
Maybe Strategy Guide, I don't know.
There are companies for those?
I don't doubt it.
Huh, I would have just assumed that they were manufactured in the same plant as the game disc and the case, and assembled at the same time. But I guess
I've
not.
never really thought about it.
Not probably worth thinking about.
Sorry for distracting from the conversation.
I guess, like, if it was going to be something where the only indicators you ever had about secrets came from dialogue with characters, and there was the potential to never be able to interact with, like, to get those messages again, because maybe, like, if you forgot, then I would want to see something like a dialogue system, so that the scenes where you receive that information are a little more memorable and a little more, a little more like meaty instead of text boxes and one audio file. I'm just saying the side quest content. Nope.
J2 can be initiated from the Shrine Bonfire if you do not wish to begin now.
And I do not wish.
It scared the fuck out of me when you switched over to yes.
I just wanted to see.